everyone. My name is Sherry Lamb, and today I will be telling you about 3 different events that happened on my birthday. I know that oftentimes we don't really like to think about anything other than ourselves on our birthday, but this speech allowed me the opportunity to look outside a little bit and to find different things that happened in our world. The first thing I will be telling you about is a performance at the Astrodome, which happened right here in Texas. On December 17th, 1965, the Astrodome had its first ever performance. This performance was by Judy Garland, and she had the Supremes open up for her. Each ticket was sold from about $1.50 to $7.50, and she earned about $43,000 from the show. The Astrodome actually at the time seated 48,000 people, but she oversold tickets, so the Astrodome had to seat an extra 12,000 people. She played for about 40 minutes, and she played her one hit, He's Got the Whole World in His Hands. I got to read about this in the Houston Press, and it was a 25-year edition looking back on the history of the Astrodome. The Astrodome was known for its various performances and sports, but unfortunately was shut down in 2008 due to various code violations. Today, it is replaced by NRG Stadium, which also features very similar type things. The second event I will tell you guys about is something that happened nationwide. I read a little bit about this one in Times Magazine, and it was actually also a 25-year look back, but instead, it was a 25-year look back on The Simpsons. So on December 17th, 1989, The Simpsons premiered on national television. For those of y'all who don't know, The Simpsons are an animated character, there's an animated family, there's 5 members, and they live in Springfield. This show was very important because it ended up becoming the longest-running American sitcom with 29 seasons and 639 episodes. The Simpsons was created by Matt Groening and went on to win several daytime and primetime awards. Lastly, I want to tell you all about someone in Japan. I read a little bit about this man in the Guinness World Record website. He was crowned oldest man in the world at 116 years old on December 17, 2012. His name was Jiroma Kimura. He was born in 1897 and he married his neighbor. He ended up becoming a government communications worker and had 7 children with his wife, 5 of which survived longer than he did. What was also very interesting about Mr. Kimura was that he had 5 different siblings. 4 of them lived to 90 years old, and 1 of them lived to be over 100, just like Mr. Kimura. An interesting fact about him is that at the age of 114, he survived a magnitude 7.6 earthquake. Mr. Kimura died of natural causes in 2013, and he attributes his longevity to a concept in Japanese culture called eating until you're only 80% full. This culture and concept is relatively self-explanatory, as Mr. Kimura, for every single meal, did not completely stuff himself, but only ate until he felt about 80% full. Thank you guys so much for listening to me today. I hope that this speech inspired you to look a little bit deeper on your birthdays and discover what else is in the world.